Alright. Let's see. Yep. Looks like we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ark. And I'm back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Still on just the first game, episode 4. The second day, supposedly, the day of the trial. It's gonna be a pretty long case, to be honest. But let's see if we can't prove Edgeworth's innocence. In a sense. I mean, he's still guilty of being a cunt, but he's our cunt. December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? Hang on a sec, karma. Are we talking about the metaphorical bitch that bitch slaps you whenever you act up? Not quite, but in a way, yes. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Huh. So he's like a bigger you, right, Edgeworth? No comment. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Yeah, he hasn't lost a single case in all 40 years? Not even like a little one? Like the kind of case where a man is accused of groping a woman's ass in public, and molesting her, and then they find out that like, oh no, that wasn't him. Are you telling me he hasn't even lost that kind of case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Including sentencing an innocent guy? That sounds like someone I know. Someone in this very room, Edgeworth. No comment. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. Now, when you say anything, do you mean he would even, like, give a little reach around to the judge? Huh. That is quite the bold claim coming from someone who forges evidence, as they say. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. Oh god, when you say it like that, Edgeworth, it sounds really dirty. Wait, you don't mean... Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10 and having no moral boundaries. Also having a really good reach around? Ugh. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. He taught me quite a lot of things. And now he's trying to get you found guilty. Man, what a backstabbing double creep. Wait a second. If he taught you, and you know everything from him, oh, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out? Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. Hang on, I thought you said it was times 10. Yeah, well now it's 20. Well, that is pretty ruthless. And when I say times 20, I don't mean times 20, I mean to the power of 20. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Is that something like what me is to me? Annoying times 100? Wait, I thought he was talking about Maya. Oh god, I made a mistake. Mia is our teacher. So he's... Wait, so Mia is just Phoenix Wright, but sexier and much better than him at being a lawyer? Yeah, that makes sense. Maya? Yeah? You know, we could really use your sister's help right now. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Don't you think? Oh. Nah, I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but nothing worked. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I just haven't been training hard enough. I thought you went to the fire department to get hosed down. Yeah, but they didn't do it. My powers are still too weak. Again. Oh man, I hope this doesn't become a recurring theme in this series. I'm really sorry, but no bullshit powers to help you out this time. Maybe in the next game, though. I hope so. What are you whispering about? No, nothing, just how to cheat this system. Really, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Are you ready for karma? It is actually a very appropriate name. Edgeworth getting karma for all the things he's done. District Court number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. Damn, he's even got the judge scared. He only said like 2 lines. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? No, he's a god of prosecution, remember? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, good. Gumshoe's first, and he's on our side this time, right? I hope. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous, oddly so. Please take a look at the map. Hey, a little map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. There happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Yep, we got a map. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. I'm the one that's supposed to. I'm the one that's supposed to say that. You know, I'm the judge in charge of these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You are not in charge, I am. You just need to slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right, sir. No, he's not. That doesn't make any sense at all. The arrest of Edgeworth. Time for the testimony. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Do I even get to say anything here? I'm just some embellishment, aren't I? Just some accessory to this court. Well, while the judge has his existential crisis, let's get started. Man called in the station. Who is this man? You received a call from some man. Yup. And it can't be Lana. She didn't even realize she saw a murder, right? Didn't you say there was a woman camping there? She's the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Objection. I like the deep voice they gave him. That woman and the man who called in to report are 2 different people, obviously. Well, yeah, I know that. There were 2 witnesses. Yeah, exactly my point. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who is camping. The woman who's camping, so a lot of heart. But why call on her? I thought they had another witness. Maybe that witness wasn't worth it? Like, their testimony wasn't reliant? So they relied on Lana. What happened next, Detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't suspect him of anything at all. So what evidence do we have so far? We have Lana's camera, autopsy report. Wait, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Huh. We have the lake photo. Okay. Misty Face photo. The Gordy article. And this thing here, huh. Let's press him on this. Hang on, hold it. So, what was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Objection. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. He's throwing them up like they're worthless. Like they're nothing. Didn't suspect him of anything. Next morning, body was found in the lake. I want to press one of these. Body sound, right? I think what we should ask him about is why they arrested Edgeworth. So, why did you arrest him? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. A murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. Just a bit shaken up, so. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Okay, now, why exactly is it decisive? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh god, he's doing the same thing as Edgeworth. He's Edgeworth 2.0. No, not even 2.0, it's like 0.0. The original Edgeworth, before Edgeworth was even born. Can I continue? Oh yeah, go ahead. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Edgeworth wouldn't happen to be left-handed, would he? No? A bit too convenient? Order! Order! Oh, finally I get to say something. So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Murder weapon. .22 caliber, fired 3 times. What? There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Why was it fired 3 times, though? Nick? Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? More so than usual? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lies, controlling everything that he says. Kinda like Edgeworth, huh? His testimony is probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. God, everything I press, more and more hard evidence against us just pops up. So what do we do? Just grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? The more information we have, the more ammunition we have. Well said, Nick. You're the man. I am the man, yeah? Man called into the station around 30 minutes, Nick? Okay, so this is... So I got to the end of it. Let's ask about the body then. What? Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body, shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. Didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Yoink! Added to the court record. Oh, here we go. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me, and I think he insulted me. Not an insult, just a fact. Very well, I'll explain. No, Judge, you do it instead. Me? Oh, at least I get to talk. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. His fingerprints, the bullet's fingerprints. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I would take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. No more, no less. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? 10-minute recess now. Wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes, sir. This court will take a 10-minute recess. God, who's running this court anyway? He says he's fatigued? He's not fatigued at all. He looks calm as anything. I'm the one sweating bullets here. Edgeworth, what the hell? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. The bullet's the gun's fingerprints were on the bullet. In that foggy photo, it makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. It's true. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. Oh, what? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? Excuse me, how am I gonna convince anyone of that? Least of all, Karma. Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? You know, the whole communicating with spirits? Sorry, it's no good. I can't get any reception here. Yeah, I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? I can't call my sister, I might as well not even be here, right? Yeah, you're kinda useless right now. No, I need you here. Of course not. I need you here. You're like the cute little mascot. You keep people's spirits up. And I can see you're trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, but it's the thought that counts, right? You're not making me feel any better, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense. And I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Well, you know, everyone has their off days. And I've only been getting really lucky lately. I haven't lost a case, but it's only been like, what? A year? Half a year? This guy's been doing his job for 40 years without losing, so... And you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. But, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have said that in front of the client, huh? I didn't mean to do that. Right. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, sir, Your Holiness, call your witness, please. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Oh boy, Lotta has no idea what she's walking into. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. Huh. I'm surprised that she answered so simply. I mean, every other witness so far, when they've been asked a simple question like, state your name or occupation, or are you so-and-so? And they just go off and on. Now, nobody gives like a simple, yes ma'am, yes sir. Make sure not to add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You'll need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand, sir. Very well. Your testimony, please? And Karma's got a firm grip on his witnesses. Even firmer than Edgeworth's. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. And there was another bang. There was an area thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. What? But I... Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake. Okay, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. It was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. I'm gonna adjust the volume a little bit. There we go. I think that volume seems good. Order! Order in this court! I will have order! By gosh darn it! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant... Whoa, objection! Wait, Your Honor. I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? But, very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You'll only flounder and ask meaningless questions, pressing for nothing. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? What does he mean by contempt? Contempt of court, you know? Yeah, but that doesn't explain anything. So, what are you gonna do? Really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I don't think there is, but it sounded like her testimony was only halfway done. But he stopped her short for some reason, so there must be. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Wait, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. It feels like he wants us to do it. Like there's a trap waiting for us. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Really. There's gotta be something in here. Christmas Eve, just after midnight. Yeah, that matches up with the facts. It's in my car. Heard this bang come up from the lake. Look, I don't want to do... Okay, let's press about this bang. Hold it. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time, right? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. Objection. She said that already. I just need to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Does this sound like a leisurely chat? The window saw two gents in a boat? Wait a second. Isn't it foggy out there? Hold it. Could you clearly see the two men? Well, just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you personally saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. Objection. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. And it was another bang. Wasn't anything on the lake but that boat. Yeah, I think... Well, the problem is, do I have anything to prove that it was foggy. Should I just present this? Oh, that didn't work. Your Honor, I have evidence. Really? I don't think you do. Try again. Oh, that didn't go well. There was another bag. Wasn't there anything on the lake? All of it. Are you sure about that? Nothing else on that lake? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Don't think there's anything I can press there. Lana seems pretty sure of herself. And not forge blindly ahead here. Still, this whole thing stinks. Weren't any contradictions in there. Yeah, sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really stuck on that, huh? Let's ask her about the car thing. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. But what research? Sounds suspicious. And she doesn't sound so sure, so... Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Objection. What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who sustains things. Well then say it already. The objection sustained? Oh, gee, thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Just, why don't you lie on the ground? Let Von Karma step all over you, huh? Let's ask about this bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. Objection. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless, I say. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I hate you. I'm pretty sure I hate you. You're trying to keep me from talking to the witness whenever I try to ask anything. But to what end? What is he trying to hide? This is the only thing I haven't pressed yet, so I might as well press it. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. Objection. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? Yeah. I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car, heard this bang come out from the lake. Wait a second. But the problem is, the bullet was fired 3 times. Should I press on that? No. It must be on the wrong track somewhere. I don't get it. What am I missing? I guess I have to press this again. Can you clearly see the 2 men? No, I was asking you about the photo. Asking if you saw them. No, and then he cock blocks us. How do we reveal that? There's no contradictions. Boy, this is hard. Let's see. So Christmas Eve after... Wait a second. It was Christmas Eve? Just after midnight. No. Why not try it? Just hang on. You said Christmas Eve, but this is clearly not on Christmas Eve. Oh, that didn't do anything. And I don't think I wanted any points with the judge. How could you have been in the... No? Bang from the lake. Looked out the window, saw two gents. And there was another bang. Hang on. There was only two bangs, but only one bullet shot. Objection? Nope. I'm floundering. Wasn't nary a thing on the lake. Maybe Gordy was there? No? Come on, give me a hint somewhere here. Did I pressed this, right? And then she says something about Christmas Day? I don't know. And then I pressed this in the car. Why were you camping? Can you be... No? Wait a second. I think there was one thing I didn't press. There was nary a thing. Are you sure about that? Nothing else on the lake? She sounds pretty sure. Let's try and press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Well, it sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Objection. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. Yeah, but... No buts. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. Again, that's what I'm supposed... Sustained. Yes, of course. Objection sustained. Yeah, great. Enough. I've had it up to here today. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts. Penalize. By holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick? Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. Yeah, I know, but... if I can't even say anything or question her, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it. Who said that? What? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities, ma'am? No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually even looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you even saw Mr. Edgeworth. So tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Come on, Lana. Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down, young lady. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Just answer me, Lana. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Objection. Shut up. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No, no, no. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. I may be right, but you are wrong, sir. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in her testimony previously, which changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Ha, how do you like that? Order! 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 You were in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Kammer, but I cannot. And the music comes back on. What? Miss Lauderhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, just arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. Now I'm gonna get arrested, so you have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya, but... I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Well, I do not tolerate you badgering me. Running out of time. I need to find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Maya stood up to plate and got us that little extra statement. So we gotta do something about it. Should we save first? In case we make a mistake and we can't undo it. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Are you so sure? Objection. Miss Lockhart, I got you right where I want you. I got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? What in tarnation? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph? Like that song? The photo I took? Yes, the very same. Now, something I want you to see in this photo, it's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this picture was taken with a professional, high-quality film, correct? You did say it was very expensive. Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. But you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How exactly did you see him? What? Wow. I never... What? Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yes, but now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. So how could you possibly have seen Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Well, of course. I said I couldn't. I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague and unnecessarily trapped testimony. God. This is the most stressful case so far. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Oh, this is gonna be good. You're saying that binoculars somehow give you X-ray vision that lets you see through fogs? It's a cold night, mist was thick as grits. Was I finished setting up my camera? Anyway, you set up your camera, right? Your camera? Yeah, it's called an automatic. Objection. The issue we are concerned with here is Mrs. Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. It's not letting her answer any of my questions. Okay, I guess that's not an important part. I brought my binoculars. Okay, hold it. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? I mean, even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him. I did. Yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. There's a lot of room for doubt, trust me. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get, I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. And back to the beginning. Cold night, this was thick as grits. Hold it. So when you say thick as grits, how thick was it? How did you even see it? I'll just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble finding girls. Yes, I agree. God, nobody loves me. Once it's finished, I brought my binoculars. Hold it. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? God. I've got doubts about your camera, too. Is that really to take pictures of meteor showers? Objection. The camera is irrelevant to this case. But you can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? I guess so. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Okay, maybe I went a little overboard there. Over-exaggerated, but... Very well, Miss Hart. You will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. So, the camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Right? When I heard that, like, the camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower, right? So, but why would it face the lake? And why is it automatically pick up loud noises? Objection. You were photographing shooting stars. Well, that's just a plain lie. Says who? Says the evidence. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. Wouldn't you have to point that camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart? Oh! Yeah, that's a big oof right there, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness wasn't at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? I think I have an idea, Your Honor. Take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph? Well, I think it's little known Gordy here. Take that. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph, wasn't it? What's this? A newspaper article? Why would she photograph a newspaper? Wait, Gordy? Oh, the sighting at Gordy Lake. Yeah, well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. do I have proof, actually? I think I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this place. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? I think it was the loud noise camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is in your own camera. So your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus why this photograph appeared here, taken when a gun fired on a lake. But recall, if you will, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Because, frankly, meteorites wouldn't make any loud noises anyways, or shooting stars. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. No you didn't. You did not. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. All y'all lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. It's nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey, who'd you call an idiot? But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Well, that's hopefully not true. Besides, you were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But why? What could it have been? Well, whatever it is, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Alright, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though. Oh, something will change. It's gotta, or my name isn't Wright. And I'm gonna spot it. Karma is oddly silent. Anna's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research university at research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart, and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. But that's not how the court works. Objection. Yeah, that's right, you heard it. I said it. Objection. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. After all, that's what a defense attorney does. If I can't even do that, why am I even in this court? Montgomery is up to something. I know it. He's covering something. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her, but why? Is there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. Must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Oh boy. A lot of new testimony. Can't mess up now. Not a research student. Just an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be. I was camping out by the lake. Okay. That's all I was hiding. Really? Where the bang looked right straight out at that lake. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Wait a second. Are you sure there wasn't anything else? When you say there wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I'm sure to bang, and she thought Gordy was out there. Kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. Look, what do I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence? Witness, continue. Now hold your hush puppies, Pops, I'm getting there. I saw a flash in one of his hands. I heard another gunshot. Let's press that. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? So you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. Gotta find some sort of contradiction in his testimony. We'll be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There's gotta be something. Investigative photographer. Okay, imagine the scoop, right? Is Gordy really all that newsworthy that you wanted a scoop? Well, heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure appearing on the local news' Rumor of the Month segment qualifies as newsworthy. I mean, last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. And they never found him. And they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yeah, Your Honor, I agree. Don't want to fight her on that. So I can't. That's all I'm hiding. Hang on, are you sure that's all you're hiding? I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to at the lake, it'd be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually...
Objection. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
But all my questions have been relevant, I think. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet about something. Don't know what that something is yet. It's gotta be one of these. This one or this one? Okay, so you heard a bang, right? What kind of sound was it? Never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. A lot sharper sound than I would have expected. Nothing there. Wasn't much to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. I already pressed this, right? You say there wasn't much to look at, but it seems like weird. Wasn't much to look at. Should I present Gordy? Oh, I got it. Objection. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. Oh, I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal, girl. What? Oh, you don't want to step over here and say that to my face? No, thank you. I'll stay right here. You were camping at that lake to take a picture of Gordy, right? So, think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? Well, you'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't have given the boat any second thought. Ah!
Order! Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Well, you testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat even. You needed them to search for Gordy, which is what you were doing, weren't you? Well, well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. And Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kinda got overexcited there. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now. Now that you mention it.
This is totally unprofessional.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Objection. Witness, that is enough. You've had a long day, so shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she gonna say there? She took the photo and did... what? Hang on a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo? So why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. Which means this is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. I might even lose my job and go to jail. What should I do? Do I wait and see what happens, or make her show her enlarged, the photo? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Well, yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection. Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us that enlargement.
Objection. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Oh, that felt good to say. I actually got to deny something.
Well, here you go.
We still cannot see who is firing this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright?
It's gotta be something.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Hang on. It's not supposed to go down like this. There's gotta be a clue in this photo somewhere. It's bad, real bad. What do I do? I think I see something in this photo though. Because the gun is clearly in the picture. And it's being fired. But it says the prints are from Edgeworth's right hand. The photo shows the left hand, so let's object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Well, here goes. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Here. Right here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
Yes, talk to the hand. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. This. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. I think. Maybe. It's definitely a contradiction.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry did it. It was Larry the whole time. No, I can't do that to Larry. This heart? No, it's gotta be the victim. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. As crazy as that sounds.
Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
That does seem to be the only remaining option. Objection. I am so very, very sorry and disappointed, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance? You can do that?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Shot from approximately 1 meter away.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oof. That was a rough first day of the trials. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh god, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say to me?
No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
Oh, come on, I was just kidding around, Edgeworth. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
You what? What do you want me to tell her?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Were you struggling to say thanks, Edgeworth? Wow. I don't think I've even heard you say thanks before either. Well, don't worry, we'll work on that. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. Thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. There are 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. Oh boy. Let's save. And that does it for the second day. The first day, well, is technically day 2, but in terms of trials, right? The first day's trial. Yeah, that was the first trial for episode 4. Be sure to stay tuned, everybody, for the next day 2 investigation here on the channel. Yeah. I don't even know what to say, honestly. That whole trial was just I mean, Von Karma and the realizations of what just happened. I hope you are thoroughly confused as I am. Yeah, this is Ark saying I'll see you next time as we continue episode 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. See you later.